this kale still green, so I'm going to give it to the chicken.
How many trees do you think we're doing this year?
A couple hundred probably.
So I've been wanting to bring you in here to the germination room just to give you a quick tour and show you what we have going on in here. All right, here's your plan.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So I just went in and got my cheat sheet on everything I need to get, all the trays I need to get made up. And it's given off some heat. He seems very happy about that.
He wanted the extra sap,
Yep.
so he,
Maybe he won.
the sap squatch.
I'm gonna say, what kind of people you hiring to work out here?
Oh, no.
What a beautiful day it is today. Today is Thursday, March the 5th. Yeah. Double check. Yes. Finally, I will start working here inside of the high tunnel. We've been doing other thing the last couple days, but today is a good day to start working inside here. As you can see, I put the this side down because it's so hot inside. I was here 2 minutes ago. It was 96, but right now the temperature has dropped to the 91. So still hot, but not too bad. Not too bad. This high tunnel is gonna be the first one we're gonna start transplanting in the next few days. I think maybe in 4 or 5 days more, depending on the weather. But I think it's gonna be good. So first thing I want to do is take this plastic, take it from the ground and move it somewhere. And this straw square needs to go upside too, maybe to the chicken coop. And what else? Oh, those water line has to move, and another couple things. Yeah. All right. Oh, sure. Feeling nice. So nice here. So this kale still green, so I'm going to give it to the chicken. They might will be appreciated.
All right, Harry, today's the day.
It is.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you excited?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Did you see some of those really warm temperatures we got coming up? Like 50 already.
Yeah, that'll open these trees up, wake them up.
Yeah.
Time
we
to
need
get
it.
that sap flowing.
Yeah. Are you expecting a good season?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of snow cover on the ground. We're looking at 40 some inches.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that'll extend it a little bit. It looks like we got some warm weather coming, and then in a couple of weeks it looks like it's gonna, or week, it's gonna cool down for a few days, which is nice because if I get a bunch of sap, then I can catch up boiling, and then it gives me a break.
How many trees do you think we're doing this year?
A couple hundred probably.
Yeah, it's usually what we do, right around 200.
Right around there. Might even throw in probably a few more, 25 around here. The brewery wants some sap again.
Okay.
The
Nice.
East Channel to make some beer.
Yeah, definitely a good thing to make beer.
They like the maple beer.
All right, so we're going to work with you today.
All right. We will, like I say, we're going to go across the back. I got some pretty nice trees back there close, and we'll start tapping there.
Good.
Okay.
We'd put out 39 yesterday.
Oh, nice, with
So
Uncle
we got-
Mark.
Yep, Uncle Mark. We got started.
Nice. All right, so we don't have to do very much work today.
No.
I like it. All right, let's do it.
All right, I'm ready. got my drill.
So Harry, I want to understand how we got all the way out here and didn't have taps. Is this
Well-
your first day?
Well, my second day, because I did some tapping yesterday.
Okay. So
I
there's
think
no,
Mark-
what you're saying is there's no excuse for your
But
behavior.
Mark grabbed the taps yesterday.
Are you drinking beer already?
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon. We got to finish our work first.
Yep.
All right, here goes Jose. First tree for him. Do you need a little stick to clean it
Yeah.
out?
I think I have one here.
You have one.
And there's 2 more. We didn't tap any elm trees yesterday.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
That's good.
No elm, no basswood.
Well, the basswood's the one we usually screw up, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's pretty close. You got to look at the top. I call it the weed of the hardwoods, because it looks like if you have a garden, a tall weed that stick grows up, and yeah, they
That's a
have
basswood.
no limbs, just right up the top. But yeah, you catch it, but the bark is similar.
Yeah.
I used to fool school kids.
Harry, you gotta move the machine.
Okay, I'm coming.
We don't want to keep walking all that way with the bucket.
Oh.
Oh, you have taps?
Yeah.
Thought you said you didn't. Okay, never mind. Weird. What happened here, Harry? What's that?
Ah, that's a head scratcher from last year. Somebody left it in a tree.
I thought it was your friend.
Oh,
Oh, sap squatch.
Uh-huh.
he pulled a fast one.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted extra sap,
Yep.
so he
Maybe he won.
the sap squatch.
I'm gonna say, what kind of people you hiring to work out here?
Oh no.
All right, how do you get those out?
Many times they're pre-trained.
The tree kind. Oh, you got it. Nice. All right. Yeah, there's one there, and then they're doing a couple right over here. Is he gonna come around with stuff? So I've been wanting to bring you in here to the germination room just to give you a quick tour and show you what we have going on in here. This is our first planting of the season. We're about ready to put it in the high tunnel. It needs a little more time to get a little bit bigger. I like the stems to start to just barely get a little woody. That usually starts to happen around 3 or 4 weeks on most of the plants. And this time of year, with how cold and wet it is out there, it's nice for them to have that little bit extra stability before we start putting them out. So let's take a look. Up here, we have salad mix and our bib lettuces. They're coming in really nice. And then I have our first round of peas just sprouting here, so these should be ready in about a week to go out. This one is rosemary, and rosemary takes quite a while to sprout. I got my second round of green onions here, and then if we come down, we have these are our 2 larger lettuce heads, trays of lettuce heads. This is a spinach tray and then a Swiss chard. Down here we have the first planting of green onions, more broccoli, And then you can see all of the spinach down here and spinach right here. I have a total of 8 trays of spinach. This is another broccoli. One of the things I want to show you is how much difference there is when the trays are down here on these lower shelves, because it's much cooler. The plants grow a lot slower. This tray right here has been up on an upper shelf. I just moved them down today to slow down their growth a little bit. And we'll move this other tray up, but you can see the size difference between this guy and this guy. It's also a different variety, so that'll play some role. Over here we have our Napa cabbages. I love these guys. Look how pretty. You can see the purple ones in the back. This is broccoli. Here we have all of our kale, and Swiss chard is up here. So we have a total of 6 trays of kale and 3 of Swiss chard. This year I'm going to do 1 less planting. We usually do 3 plantings of kale and Swiss chard, but I find they just don't do very good midsummer. So we're just going to do 1 early planting, 1 early planting and 1 later planting in the fall. And you can see that these didn't germinate really good, so I came back in and put extra seeds in. And then that one I had run out of seeds, but I ordered them, so you can see there's big ones on the end and then smaller ones. Up here we have beets, and then we have some herbs over there in the corner. And then on this shelf, all the way down at the bottom, because I wanted them in a cooler area, these are all of our radishes for the first planting. These are microgreens that are for harvest for tomorrow's delivery to our members. That's 1 other tray of spinach. And then here we have the Hawkeye turnips. Up here we have, let's see, these are our kohlrabis. We have 3 trays of kohlrabi, another tray of Hawkeye turnips. These are bok choys. This is celery. And then up here we have baby bok choys. Ooh, my favorite, basil, fennel. And then we have 4 trays of microgreens up here. They'll be done after today. I'm going to do the last harvest today, and then we won't be doing any microgreens again until the fall. We don't do microgreens for market just because we don't have the time. Someday it may be a possibility of something to add at the market, but right now we don't do it. And there's another vendor at the market that does it, and they do a good job of it, so we're not going to worry about it. So that's everything we have going on in the germination room right now. Now, that's pretty much all of the space filled up in here that we can handle. There's a few, once the microgreens are out of here, we'll have a few extra shelf spaces, but we have some trays over here that are not in the light, which that's 4, they'll get moved over here, which just leaves us 2 additional spaces. What we'll do is once these go outside, we'll have another round of trays ready to come in here, and then we have our onion trays that are ready to go. So by the end of the month, the end of March, we will have to turn on the heater in our heated greenhouse, which is something we wait to do until the last possible minute. We don't want to be heating that any more than is absolutely necessary, just because it's not really something that we have to have. But next year, we're looking to expand the germination space. I think we need something that's about double the size of this, just so we can keep this running a little bit longer. It's cheaper to keep the plants in the germination space than it is to heat that entire greenhouse, and we don't really need to be heating that greenhouse until maybe 2nd week of April if we have a larger germination space. So I think that's where we're headed for germinating our plants. I think we'll go outside to the big high tunnel and see what Jose's up to. I'm really happy that winter's over, but I'll tell you right now, this is not my favorite time of year. You can see we're a complete mud hole. Now, the chickens and ducks are all very happy that we are getting warmer, but they really don't have anywhere to go. So what ends up happening is they're just all hanging out here in the driveway, and it drives me insane. I cannot wait till we have a barn and chicken coop built out in the pasture. Ooh, you got the door open. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice. How's it looking in here?
It look like high tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
With dirt.
With some dirt?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's gonna be green.
Does it feel like the ground's warming up in here, or do you feel like it's really frozen still?
No, I think it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can dig here.
Okay.
No problem.
Yay, I'm excited. All right, so Jose's just working out here to get us ready to start our first planting. And I still think we need to let the plants go another week or so before they're ready to come out here. But we're getting close.
Yeah.
I would say one day next week we'll come out and get most of this planted out. Tronic is sitting up there because it's on top of our mulch pile and it's giving off some heat. He seems very happy about that. Is it warm up there, Tronic? Is it warm?
Is that papered?
We have a plan.
We have
Yeah.
to.
It's time.
It is time.
Yep. So we are, well, I have to be inside still today. The longer the plants are in the germination room, the bigger they get, the more often they need to be watered because they use water a lot faster. So it's taking me about an hour every other day to keep them watered.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm in there doing right now. Okay. But we made up a plan this morning for in here. We already had a plan, but now we need to decide where we're going to put the plastic and stuff. So what we have going on, Jose's going to work on this today. He wants to get the two-wheel tractor out and get these beds all prepped in here. Oh, you already have the two-wheel tractor in here. What? Look at you. So this far side will be kale and Swiss chard. The plastic we use for that is the Farmer's Friend Quick Plant Fabric 3x10. Then we're going to do spinach and peas. There won't be any plastic on that bed. This next bed, we'll probably do some direct seeding in. We're not quite sure yet. Probably radishes, arugula, and maybe something else. Haven't decided. And then the next one will be the fabric will be 4x8, the holes for that one. And that one is going to be celery, beets, bok choy for most of it. And then we'll leave a little bit of it with no plastic and we'll do our green onions. Yep. And then we'll have a row that'll have broccoli in our salad mix. Then we're going to have, you said this row would be best for carrots, right? So this will be the carrot bed, and then this will be broccoli and salad mix. And then we'll do broccoli and a few other things. So there'll be radishes. These are ones we've soil blocked. Radishes, the salad turnips, and bib lettuces will go in this row. And then the last row will be the 3x10 plastic, kohlrabis, Napa cabbages, full-size lettuces, and the full-size bok choys will all go in that row.
All right.
So that's the plan, and Jose is going to try to get some beds ready today because tomorrow, despite the fact that we have some very cold temperatures coming up in the near future, we are going to start planting tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to do Napa cabbages, bok choys, maybe the full-size lettuces, but probably not quite yet, and then the kohlrabis probably can go out. But if not, some of that will get planted. Jose may seed carrots. So that's easy, though. It's just seeding, and then we put black fabric over it and keep it covered until they start to germinate, which will be a long. This time of year, it takes them a long time to germinate. You know, they can germinate very quick, but in these cold temperatures, they won't.
No.
But I don't think really, the problem is right now is we need germination room space and we don't have any. We're pretty much full up in there. So we have to start planting to make room. But the plants aren't quite ready, which is disappointing. But I think some of the things we can do. So, because this week we have to start seeding more trays. We don't have a choice. We're now getting to a point where like this first seeding is mostly for members. I don't worry too much about it. If something doesn't go, it doesn't go. But the next one will be for serving the farmer's market, and that's when we need to start having things available and making money. So, yeah.
All right.
Are you excited for today?
Yeah, it's hot here.
Yeah, we just checked on the bees. They're just starting to move around. Yeah, it's warm in here. Do you have the temperature? Do you know what the temperature is?
Almost 80.
Where do you see that? Oh, down there. Ooh, almost 80. Yeah.
79.
And you can see the snow's really starting to melt away
Yeah.
from the walls.
Today probably will be see a 50 degrees.
Yeah, it's supposed to be near 50 today and tomorrow. But that also means, which starts to take quite a bit of our time in March, is we're going to be going to do the sap.
Yeah.
Empty sap buckets with Harry.
Oh yeah.
That takes quite a bit of our time this time of year. So we have to manage between the farm and working with Harry.
Yeah.
But here we go. All right, here's your plan.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It is hotter than the dickens in here. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Um,
Yeah, it's 95 degrees inside of this greenhouse right now, which seems incredible. The big struggle we're having right now is the temperatures are supposed to drop back down to single digits
oh yeah.
in about 6 days with a lot of snow. So we're struggling with planting.
Yep.
We were hoping to plant today, but the temperatures just don't seem to be coming up. And I don't think we can, I just don't want a chance putting the vegetables out if we're, I'd rather wait a week and see what happens. So one of the problems we have, though, is we have to start seeding the next round of trays. We don't have room in the germination room, and we really don't want to kick the heat on in here yet.
Yeah, I think it's a little early, but
Yeah. What I think I'm going to do is we're going to get this ready to kick on the heat. So we have plastic that runs, so this is a really large greenhouse, but we have plastic that runs down the center here to make this side smaller. So we're not heating the entire space. We're just heating this smaller space. So I think what we'll do is get that plastic pulled down and locked into place with the C-channel today and the wiggle wire. What do you think?
yep.
Yeah. Try to keep it warmer, because if we have to get the plants out of that germination room, because the problem is they need several weeks in there. Well, the ones that are in there are now almost too big for our lights, and it's too hard to maneuver the level of the lights and to lower the shelves. So we don't really have a choice. They're going to have to come out here if we don't get them planted. And today would be a perfect day. It would be a beautiful day to plant if we didn't have the cold temperatures coming up. The other thing is the mud is crazy already. So we're swimming in mud, which is never fun. I mean, you're sinking like 3 inches down in the mud when you walk through the driveway. But today, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get us ready even further for planting, is I'm going to make the soil blocks, get the paper pot trays ready. That way we can seed when we're ready.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of trays I need to get ready, but then we're about to do the onions, and that is 50 trays of soil blocks. Because we do them in soil blocks, we really like doing it that way. We find that, it's convenient to do your onions in an open tray, but they transplant so nice and don't have very much transplant shock in the blocks. So that's the way we really like to do it. So it takes up a lot of space, but luckily they're usually out of the greenhouse and germination room before we need that space. So today this is going to be me. What are you doing today, Jose?
I'm gonna put this plastic here,
Okay, thank you.
and then I wanna see the heater if it's working good.
Oh yeah, we got to check the heater because we need to make sure it's ready to work. Was it last year? No, 2 years ago, I think, where the power went out.
Oh yeah.
So we should also be thinking about that in case we need to get the, we don't have, because our house, the heat runs off of, we don't need any electricity for that. So that's nice. But we're about to put chicks in the incubator. Oh, that's what we did this morning.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, we got the incubator ready because tomorrow we're going to put in probably about 140 eggs tomorrow, hoping that 100 will hatch out because we've been slowly saving eggs over the last month. So some of the older eggs won't be viable at this point. They'll be mostly good, but some won't be. So we're going to put in a few extra. But we'll hatch out 100 chicks now. So we'll put them in tomorrow. They'll be ready at the end of the month because they'll be ready to go on pasture on May 1st. Then we'll do our second batch. We'll be ready a month after those ones.
Yep.
And these will be our layers for the winter and winter and next year. And it'll be our meat birds that we're going to butcher out. We butcher out the roosters during the season.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. There's nothing better than babies in the spring on the farm, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, except for they're a lot of work. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
But yeah, if the power goes out now is a problem because we'll have the incubator going and we'll have the heater in here that will need to be running. But I don't want to run this heater. Usually we don't kick it on until the first week of April is when we need it because we rotate, because we're usually planting by now, so we've rotated stuff out. But single digits scares me even in the high tunnels.
Yeah. It's cool.
So, but I might plant tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Today, soil blocks.
All right.
Okay. Anything else you're working on besides those couple of things? All right.
Oh, later today we're going to Harry's, I think.
Yeah, we collected sap yesterday. We got 110 gallons of sap, and he had already boiled down just under 2 gallons of syrup.
Yeah.
So he's going to bottle that, he said, tomorrow. So now we're cooking down the second batch, and so today we'll probably go, and it'll probably be just as much, if not a little bit more than yesterday. So maybe 150 gallons would be nice. And then Thursday, we're going to a conference. It's just a small conference that we like to go to up here. This will be the first year Jose's going because usually he likes to stay home with the dogs. But this year he wants to go with, which is going to be fun. I'm excited. We're going to see our friends from Mother Farmer.
Oh, yeah.
They are two of our favorite people, Andy and Sarah. So they're going to meet us down there.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And that conference deals with a lot of different things, and it has 4 different tracks, and throughout the day you can pick 4 different courses to go to. And so that's just going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. But the temperatures will drop off. Today's our last super warm day, and we're over 50 today.
Oh, yeah, it's hot. Tomorrow it's going to be 30 maybe.
Yeah, and then it just downhill from there for the next 10 days. It's just nothing warm on the forecast, which is obnoxious this time of year.
Yeah, but I think it's too early to see
what's going to happen.
Yeah, warmer days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't expect 50-degree days, but the nights being under 20 is what I don't like. Well, even teens are fine. I would if it was teens in the forecast for 10 days out, I would plant today. But single digits, like 4 degrees.
Yeah.
It's just, those little baby plants don't want 4 degrees. We need the temperatures to be staying in the teens minimum. So, all right, let's get her done.
There's a lot of very dusty here,
Uh-oh.
but I think
You think it'll be all right?
I'll be alright. Yeah, it's not too bad. Nothing wet.
Okay, you want me to turn it off?
Turn it on.
Oh, I don't know if it will turn on.
Oh, you can move it to the high.
Is it on?
To the high.
Yeah, I mean, it only goes to 85.
Yeah. Yeah. Here is plus. Alright, maybe tomorrow when it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, because at 95 it may not kick on.
No. Alright, you can turn it off. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna see tomorrow, not today.
Yeah, because it's pegged all the way at the far end.
Oh, okay. It's not.
Okay, so I just went in and got my cheat sheet on everything I need to get, all the trays I need to get made up. So it looks like of the largest soil blocker we have, because we're about to do our cucumbers and summer squash, I need 6 of those. And we do, it's the Johnny's 6 blocker. It's big. I'd show it to you, but it's way over there right now. And we're going to do 2 different varieties of summer squash. Maverick, which I have found last year it produced so well for us. So we're going to use that for our green zucchini, and then Golden Glory, which produced very well also. That'll be the yellow that we do right now. And then for our cucumbers, I can't remember the names of them, but we're going to do 2 different varieties. The General, I think, is one of them. And just the Market Moors is the other variety. So that's the cucumbers we're going to do. And then I have to do 15 of the 12 blocker. That's this guy right here from Johnny's. And then the 35 blocker, which is smaller squares than that. It looks like I have 4 trays of beets I have to do. Plus, if I do some herbs, I may do a few more. And then 6-inch paper pots, I have to do 6 trays. And 2-inch paper pots, I have to do 12 trays. So I'm going to start with the paper pots. I already have the soil ready to go here. You can see it's just a real nice crumbly texture, not too wet. And that's the consistency I prefer for the soil, for the paper pots. So I'm going to start with those. So 18 trays. Here we go. Okay, so I got all the trays now for the paper pots. So we have 2 different varieties here. We have, this is the Paper Pot brand tray, which I like them because they're sturdier, but I like these off-brand cheaper ones from Johnny's a little bit better. The reason is they're not near as sturdy, they're a little bit smaller, and they fit better in our germination room. I can fit 4 of these across the shelf in the germination room. If I use these little bit bigger ones, one of them has to kind of sit at an angle, which is not very cool. So I'm gonna have to use a few of these, even though I don't really want to, because we don't have enough. So I'll use the smaller ones as much as I can, and then use a few of these bigger ones. All right, so I'm going to start with the 2-inch. We'll do the 2-inch in the little bit smaller paper pot trays because we need 12 of them, so that'll work out perfect. What we're planting in these are the spinach goes into the 2-inch, the Hockerai turnips goes into the 2-inch, and peas. I need to do one more batch of peas, but I'm not going to do them today. So that'll save me from having to use some more of these. The peas, because they come up quite a bit quicker than everything else, don't get planted till just 2 weeks before they go in the ground. Whereas everything else we like to do at least 3 weeks before they go in the ground. Man, it's beautiful today. It'll make you think spring has arrived when it hasn't. I need to find my big hat. It's too hot. I'm afraid of getting a burn today with how warm it is. Although after a winter of no sun, I can probably use a little bit on my skin. Tray number 1, only 100 to go.